So the technique, drawing technique that I'm going to be introducing to you guys would be, I titled it Line, Curve, and Scribble. And so you start with a line, pretty self-evident, and you sort of just play with the curves without really intersecting the line. And as you play with this, you try to maintain a sort of continuity by not lifting your pen up. Sort of look like intestines at this point. And as you continue, you can actually start to play with the size, how big you want these curves to be. Do you want smaller curves within it? Once you get to, a certain point, you can start to play with intersecting these lines using curves. So I'm using like really big curves and just sort of intersecting it, going around, but you could also play with the size dimension, how they're making small curves, and then you go back in, and at some point you start to even cross into the lines yourself, making loops instead of just curves. And so it becomes this really fun play, and creating all these interesting porosity and modulation of space. Second technique is called scratch. So essentially you start with a straight line and you try to go from the tip of your pen straight down so that it's a strong and bold line. But anyways, you start with something like a really larger distance in between. And then as you continue, you can even shorten the distance and even the length of your line. And then at some point, as you move your tip from the tip to the side of your pen, it starts to become almost like a scratch. So you're literally just scratching. And your pen, the rest of your pen and drawing can actually loosen up so that it becomes this scratchy look. That's not exactly all uniform. And you can play with the thickness just by doing this. And it becomes almost like not straight anymore.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.